6 years ago, audiences said goodbye to the NBC's hilarious comedy The Office. Through the eyes and camera of a documentary crew, it depicted the day-to-day life of the employees of Dunder Mifflin. A mockumentary on a group of typical office workers, where the workday consists of ego clashes, inappropriate behavior, and tedium. From watching Jim and Pam's courtship unfold to laughing at Dwight's antics, viewers tuned in every week to see what kind of hijinks Michael Scott and the gang would get into next. The characters portrayed on television might seem immortal, but in reality, the actors who play them are living, breathing human beings. Begs the question of where has the cast of The Office, which collectively delivered such a splendid comedy, moved on since the end of the show? Welcome, and let's catch up on what each of our favorite Dunder Mifflin employees have been doing with their lives since the end of The Office. Rainn Wilson as Dwight Schrute, Bears, Beats, Battlestar Galactica. Rainn Wilson, whose character's interests mainly revolved around these 3 B words, brought eccentric paper salesman Dwight Schrute to life in The Office. Rainn has created his space in Hollywood and has been real busy with his acting career since the end of The Office. The actor has made guest appearances on the series Room 104 and Mom. He was also seen in a couple episodes of Star Trek Discovery. He voiced the main villains in both Monsters vs. Aliens and Smurfs: The Lost Village. He was also recently featured in last summer's blockbuster The Meg. He also published an autobiography titled The Bassoon King. John Krasinski as Jim Halpert. Even if I didn't love every minute of it, everything I have I owe to this job. This stupid, wonderful, boring, amazing job. That's how Jim revs up his experience at Dunder Mifflin, as he prepares to move to Austin with Pam and their kids to start a new life. Besides Steve Carell, John Krasinski is the most popular actor to come out of The Office. Over the years, he has garnered many acting roles in many different movies, including the lead role in Michael Bay's 13 Hours and the recently rebooted Jack Ryan TV series. John Krasinski has enjoyed a successful career in Hollywood since leaving his office job behind. The actor shed his guy-next-door image when he buffed up for a role as Navy SEAL in 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi in 2016, and starred opposite Anna Kendrick in The Hollers, which he also directed. His greatest achievements have surprisingly arrived from behind the camera, though. John Krasinski created the popular show Lip Sync Battle in 2015 and serves as its executive producer. In 2018, he earned widespread recognition for writing, directing, and starring in the critically acclaimed and financially successful horror film A Quiet Place alongside his wife Emily Blunt. John and Emily welcomed 2 girls after The Office finale, Hazel in 2014 and Violet in 2016. Steve Carell as Michael Scott. Michael Scott finally got it all. He married his true love Holly, Amy Ryan, they had kids, and he had so many pictures of them that he had to buy a second phone to hold them all. He made Dwight's wedding everything Dwight dreamed it could be by showing up just in time to step in as the best man. There is little doubt that it was the flawless performance delivered by none other than Steve Carell as Michael Scott that gave this show the wings it needed to fly. Steve's character was the glue that held everything together. Carell left the series in 2011 to focus on his movie career, but that did not stop him from making a cameo in the series finale 2 years later. Steve Carell has done very well with his film career, starring in Crazy Stupid Love, Despicable Me, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day, and Foxcatcher, a film that gave such a remarkable performance in that he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actor. He will next star in the drama Freeheld alongside Julianne Moore and Ellen Page. Jenna Fischer as Pam Beesly. Pam Beesly wrapped up her life in Scranton pretty definitively. Married to Jim with 2 kids, she gave him the kick he needed to pursue his dreams with the grand gesture of selling their house without telling him, much the way he initially bought it without telling her. Fisher received an Emmy nomination for her work on the series, and this would pave the way for roles in such feature films as Blades of Glory, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, and Hall Pass. Fisher took some time off after The Office ended to focus on her family. She gave birth to her son in 2011 and a daughter in 2014. She is set to appear on the comedy series Apocalypse Sloth with Rob Lowe and Megan Mullally. Fisher also starred in the film Kiss Me about a teenage girl with scoliosis, who will be played by Young and Hungry's Emily Osment. Jenna also worked on the big screen in 2017's Brad Status and 2018's The 1517 to Paris. Creed Bratton as Creed Bratton. The fictional Creed Bratton went on the run near the end of The Office, then faked his own death. The police finally caught up with him after Dwight's wedding and led him away in handcuffs. The real Creed Bratton, just like the fictional one, was actually a member of the Grassroots. They toured, had some hits, and even appeared on American Bandstand. He has taken various small roles in recent years, including Adventure Time, Grace and Frankie, and Franklin and Bash. Ed Helms as Andy Bernard. Poor Andy, at the end of the series, he's still something of a laughingstock after his tearful audition for a cappella show goes viral, but at least he has a job at his beloved alma mater, Cornell. Like Steve Carell, his career got a big boost on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Since then, he starred in the Hangover trilogy, as well as The Lorax, and developed a film with Judd Apatow among other projects. He has kicked off a new National Lampoon's Vacation franchise as Rusty Griswold, appearing in a Naked Gun reboot, and voiced Captain Underpants in a movie in 2017. He's also in a bluegrass band called The Lonesome Trio. Like Andy, Helms is also obsessed with a cappella music and plays guitar, banjo, piano, and sitar. Leslie David Baker's as Stanley Hudson. At the end of the series, Stanley has retired and moved to a little house on the edge of the Everglades. He's finally divorced from the wife he cheated on and sits on his porch all day carving birds. Baker had the perfect qualifications for the office. He has a BA in psychology and a master's in human services administration. Leslie David Baker has continued to act on television even after The Office, picking up roles on various shows including Still the King, Life in Pieces, Raven's Home, and Key and Peele. The happily married actor has also starred in 2018's neo-noir puppet comedy film The Happy Time Murders alongside Melissa McCarthy, Maya Rudolph, and Elizabeth Banks. Ellie Kemper as Erin Hannon. Erin met her biological parents in the final episode of The Office. They apologized for giving her up and said it was the biggest mistake of their lives. Since then, she has been busy. She was the first ever guest host of Ellen, she co-starred in Bridesmaids, and she has starred in the Netflix series The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, created for her by Tina Fey and Robert Carlock of 30 Rock fame. She played a young woman who starts a new life in New York after escaping a doomsday cult that lived in an underground bunker for 15 years. She's also lending her voice to The Secret Life of Pets, a 2016 movie that features Louis C.K., Albert Brooks, and Kevin Hart. Craig Robinson is Daryl Philbin. Daryl flew in for Dwight's wedding and the documentary cast reunion from Austin, Texas, where he's the VP of Athlete Relations at his new company. Craig Robinson switched to the big screen for a while after his time on The Office. 2015's Hot Tub Time Machine 2 and 2016's Sausage Party. Like a lot of his former The Office co-stars, Craig also grabbed a role on Brooklyn Nine-Nine and popped up on Real Husbands of Hollywood. In 2015, he also starred in his own short-lived sitcom for NBC, Mr. Robinson. In 2018, he appeared in the James Franco-directed film Zeroville, with longtime collaborators Seth Rogen and Danny McBride. Who's your favorite character from The Office? Let us know in the comment section and subscribe.